You guys made such an incredible run at the end of the season. After just, it was a rough regular season because you guys are so small, but then everyone's small when you get there.
Yeah.
What did you take away? And I mean, does this feed the fire to want to do that again?
Definitely. It was just the experience it was an amazing experience. All those seniors, I love all of them. I'm definitely going to miss them very much. But the youth week that's coming up definitely has potential, and I'm excited to see what they can do. And I think we can carry that momentum into this year.
I know Derek's gone out at QB, so you're going to have some inexperience there, but you've had plenty of experience, on the rushing game, putting up big stats. So can you do more this year, or are you expected to do more this year because, your quarterback's not the guy who he once was?
I feel like I'm going to have a good year. I feel good about that. There are more playmakers coming up that we didn't necessarily see next year, so it's not going to be all me, obviously. But I'm definitely excited to take advantage of the situation.
What can we expect from you guys, after such a year? I mean, you guys don't want to have that expectation every year, but is it realistic to see you guys getting back to semi-state?
We're moving up to 2A this year, so obviously bigger competition, but I wouldn't count us out, that's for sure. I mean, we're definitely young. 10 out of 11 were seniors on offense last year, so it's going to look different, but different's not necessarily always bad. So, I mean, I'm excited to see what we can do.
How much varsity time did you get last year?
I got a decent amount. I think I was pretty lucky. I held the PATs and such, and at the end of the game, I'd maybe get a couple minutes at the end. I was happy with it.
The reason why I asked is just because, I want to know how involved you were with that magical run you guys made this year. I mean, you guys play all these bigger schools. Your record doesn't really indicate how good you are, and then all of a sudden, boom, it just clicks. What was that moment like, heading all the way up to the semi-state?
I thought it was crazy. I'd never experienced anything like that. I was super happy about it. I thought we did really well.
Now, I know you guys have moved up to class, though, so expectations are kind of have to be shifted a little bit, but 10 of your 11 starters on offense are all gone, but what can this team really do to show that, Starfire football is still going to be pretty good?
Well, I think, we lost a lot of seniors, but I think our lower classmen that will be coming up, I think they'll do pretty well.
Why do you think that?
Well, we've all been playing with each other since 5th grade, probably lower, flag football. I think we all have good connection, and we all understand each other pretty well, and we can communicate.
That run you guys made last year, and we kind of saw it with a couple other schools too, because you play all these bigger schools, you get basically beat up, you're like the little brother, but then when you face this similar size competition, you guys really kick into gear. What was that run like, and what do you guys think you learned from that to help you in 2015?
I mean, you're right. Year in, year out, we play those bigger schools. We've played Leo in the past and Belmont and some of those bigger schools, and we always kind of struggle in the season sometimes, and then we make those runs. The last couple of years have been so special for the small community of Bern. I mean, Bern really relied around South Adams and that team last year, that semi-state run. And like I said, a regional game last year, there's little kids lined up and down the sideline. As soon as we win that game against Tri-Central, they storm the field, jumping up with the high school kids. I mean, it's a special place to be in a small town. They'll rally around a team like that. It's pretty neat.
Grant, your first year at the helm here for South Adams, and all of a sudden, Derek's gone, and not only him, but 10 of your 11 stars on offense. So how do you just put pieces back together to, at least do something comparable to what you did last year?
You can't talk enough about those seniors from last year. Just a lot of special guys that have so much talent and better men as well. But we have some guys coming up. We still have about 5 kids back who played in that semi-state game. So, I mean, it's rare to have experience playing in a semi-state game. We're going to rely very heavily on Drew LeFever. There's no question for that. He's going to be playing about every snap, both sides of the ball. He's going to be dead tired every game. But like we said, we have pieces coming together here. We had a decent JV run last year, 5-2 on the season. But it's just been surreal coming back and getting the job at Bern, being a Bern guy, South Adams graduate, and then coming back. And it's really special for me.
You might have to give him some Mondays off. I know you guys are in 2A, but school size really hasn't changed. ACAC though did change a little bit. Leo's gone. Even though you guys are the small guy, you guys played the most games last year in that conference. I would guess.
Yeah, we did.
Do you guys feel like, hey, we're still a small guy, but maybe there's a chance that with Leo gone, we have a shot at maybe winning this, this championship?
I can't even tell you last time we won the conference. It's been a long time, maybe in the 90s, I think. It was middle of the 90s, maybe 96, last time we won a conference championship. It's a competitive conference year in, year out, no question. I mean, it's a football conference, the ACAC. But with Leo finally leaving, I think it's wide open. I mean, Heritage has 21 seniors coming back, something like that. I mean, Jay County was young last year. They're getting better on the rise. Woodland's always tough. Bluffton might have the best player in the conference with Dwayne Eskridge. Just a competitive conference. Adams Central has a lot of seniors, so it's going to be a competitive year, no question.